whatever their persona is usually just a dialed up version of their regular personality. Sometimes it's dialed up a lot, but it's in you. It's inside of you, or you wouldn't be able to bring it out. Now, when someone tries to do something that's not inside of them, that's usually when it doesn't last very long, and the fans can tell that this guy's putting on an act. Whereas, like for me, the Iron Man is a really dialed up version of Rob Conway.
In order for people to really connect or believe, you have to find that place. Pro wrestlers aren't necessarily actors. It's more athletes that kind of have to learn how to act on the run. In my opinion, a lot of people might see that Paradise as almost like a homoerotic, homosexual-ish character, which is great. I have a lot of like homosexual fan base, if you will. Paradise is a brave character, but whatever. I think more often than not, people find it entertaining, and people find it funny, and people find it kind of engaging rather than anything else, no matter what initially they think. Like, you might be in an arena somewhere in Kentucky and people have certain opinions of things, etc., etc. But usually by the end of the match, they're clapping, they're on their feet, they're smiling, no matter what, no matter the toughest halls of the dip and whatever. He's queer. By the end, they're usually the ones who are standing up, cheering the most and laughing about it. That they want to pose with Paradise with a hug.
When I first presented the idea for the character, I had no idea. Honestly, I was in a meeting with Vince McMahon, and he said, I want to get back to character-based wrestling. And I had this idea for a while. I presented it to a couple people. Everybody said, it's not going to work. Wrestling really doesn't, they don't want that kind of stuff. And I presented to Vince, and he was like, great, we'll start next Monday. And I really had no idea what I was going to do. I really hadn't thought about what I was going to do in the ring. So they just kind of kicked me out the curtain, and I just did it. And I just drew upon my insecurities and my vulnerabilities, and just, it's to this day, it's still not hard to do it. It's just something that I can do. I don't know. I like to see the kids smile, the family smile, all the fans smile, and just have a good time. And I'm out there. A lot of the times I'm laughing inside because I'm really having so much fun. And it's just, it's not hard work at all.
The media is very important. I mean, it fuels the business. The business is promoting. We could have the greatest show on earth, and if nobody knows it's there, nobody's going to come to it.
It doesn't get to me. I mean, sometimes I do get a little stressed because I know I need to be different places at the same time, and I want to give everybody, when I'm talking to this child right here, I want to give him all my attention. When I've got to go over here and do an interview, I want to give the interview my total attention. When I have to go over and sign autographs, I want to give that total my, so sometimes it's hectic and I have to keep going, but it's what I signed up for, It's what I wanted to be, it's what I wanted to do.
We can't do this forever. You really need to be a realist and realize that we are getting older. Eventually my body isn't going to let me do the things 10 years from now that I can do today. So I guess just being prepared for the life after. I guess that's something I'm afraid of. I just want to make sure that when it's time for me to hang up the boots, that I'm going to have a backup plan.
When I first started wrestling, I was afraid of looking stupid. And now I don't care about looking stupid. I'm afraid of getting hurt. So yes, my physical well-being is definitely something that I, very conscious of and will protect, because it's obviously how I make a living.
Friday night I had a match, and I did the rock bottom, and I did the people's elbow, and I did a stunner, and I asked the crowd, I said, what do you guys want to see? They said, Macho Man. I was like, I can't go to the top. I can't do the elbow. I was like, I got up there and shaking and come off and oh yeah, I did it, but it was like, I'm afraid of heights pretty much. That's one thing I'm afraid of, but other than that, not much.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's, it's actually 45 minutes before the show, or thereabouts, or an hour, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, it's pretty bare out there, but yeah, we'll see what happens the next hour or so. It's come up a treat, the guys are pumped, everyone's just really, really pumped for the show, and I'm just wrapped. I think it's the enjoyment of doing a charity event for a start, and just, you know, just bringing all these guys from the States over, and yeah, and just doing a charity event. It's just phenomenal. And, you know, spending the last 3 or 4 days with these guys has just been a treat in itself. I mean, they're such professionals and they're just such great guys, and they've really appreciated what we've done for them as much as, you know, they're doing for us, so, which is phenomenal.
So thank you to all of you. Thank you to all the people who came here behind the glass. Y'all have been wonderful. I couldn't have won this without y'all. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful night and be safe.